Thank you very much, The Gadget Show. The Gadget Show, it's all about being great. And I'm telling you about superheroes. I'm telling you about Abantu Abantuembu, characters that you should look out for, and of course you should anticipate around the corner. One of them happens to be Deadpool. If you've never heard of Deadpool before, Grand Sharp, imagine Spider-Man, same kind of costume, obviously without the webs, and he's a villain. He's an anti-hero kind of character, a bit confident, a bit arrogant here and there, but he's entertaining nonetheless. And his video game is scheduled for release Boma 2013. So ngicala ukubudget kuthi maqala next year maqeda ukuthi countdown happy. You can get yourself one of the Deadpool video games that is scheduled for release. Plus another character that you should be looking forward to, igama lakhe Antlekazini, the Outlander needs no introduction. Ishai Chisco Bingamla Itogi suit emnyama with a nice red tie. Plus, he's an assassin. He's a hitman. That's his name. Grand Chaple Outlander, Humanyob. Hey, Humanyob. Let's nyonyoba into the next insert. Check it out.
When you're making a game like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, you're trying to pull together the greatest talents you can in the world. People talk about this connection in Hollywood with games. The greatest thing about that for us is that tremendous talent, and they're interested in working in this medium with us, and in particular on Black Ops.
Having the opportunity to work with a Hollywood writer who's worked on movies like The Dark Knight, created the most compelling villains in cinema history, to me, that's amazing.
We were approaching it in some ways as a big event movie. Even though it's a first-person shooter, it's got to be sophisticated, it's got to be funny, it's got to be challenging, it's got to have twists and turns. In the case of Black Ops, I would argue that the story is better than most movies that are being made.
I'm watching the Oscars last year, and I see Trent Reznor win the Academy Award. A year later, I see him walking around Treyarch, and I think to myself, am I dreaming? Trent Reznor is creating the score for our video game.
I look at video games as a true art form. The chance to be involved in something like this is exciting to me. You know, I feel it's every bit as viable as film work or music or anything else.
When you start the game, you're going to hear Trent Reznor's music. It'll automatically immerse you in our world.
Increasingly, the line between, an event movie and an event video game are starting to blur, which is a good thing. I've started to see blockbuster movies rip off sequences from video games as opposed to the other way around.
The games have gotten more intense and more realistic and more engrossing and deeper. Video game culture has expanded into the largest form of entertainment.
People love to be told stories, but I think what's so unique about our medium is we get the opportunity to experience and live in the world where the stories are being told.
You can't watch a movie in a movie theater and change the fate of the main character. Well, you can do that in a video game.
I'm Andy Velasquez, lead producer for the Neverwinter project, and now that E3 has come and gone, we wanted to give those of you who didn't have a chance to come out to the show an opportunity to check out what our booth was like, as well as to see what all the excitement was about. Throughout all 3 days of the show, the booth was buzzing with excitement. And in fact, here are some of the impressions that people left with after getting their hands on and playing Neverwinter. On the show floor, we had a pre-alpha playable version of our game, highlighting our take on action combat. Behind closed doors, we debuted our Dungeon Delves. Dungeon Delves are team-based, instance content, where you and your friends get together and earn out that fat loot you've been looking for. Neverwinter is truly a Dungeons & Dragons game. And of course, we feature tons of the classic monsters straight from the D&D Monster Manual. Here, you're fighting an ogre with your party, and you can actually see the Guardian Fighter getting up in his face with his sword and shield, trying to get his attention, while the Trickster Rogue is dodging out of the way and stabbing at his back, and the Control Wizard is attacking from long range. Neverwinter is all about fighting with your team, exploring dungeons, and taking down hordes of enemies with exciting, fast-paced action combat. This dungeon delve culminates in a huge boss fight against Ethrania of Marrowslake, the leader of the Utgard barbarian tribe. She'll put you and your teammates' action combat skills to the test as you work together to take down this final, epic boss. We had an absolute blast at this year's E3, and hopefully this gave you guys just a taste of what that experience was like. Check out playneverwinter.com to find out more information about the game and to hear about our upcoming beta release schedule. See you in Neverwinter.
The greatest happen to be associated with the great Gadget Show that makes us the greatest. And of course, we cater and represent the biggest, the largest township in Africa. So thank you very much. That happens to make us the largest TV channel in Africa. It's been great. It's been good. Marvelous wonder. You can find me on Twitter. You can stalk me and follow me. And of course, Facebook. Kanjalo nje. Next week, same time, same place. And Katele Kuluma, thank you. Ay, mama, she is key next door. Ay, sobuya manje. Ay, sobuya manje. Hey, exe, mama, she is key next door. Ah, man, remote. She remote next door. Ay, mama, she remote next door. Ay, sobuya kusasa. Ay, sobuya manje. Ay, yo what? Except mama, she is key.